does really well?
Well, regardless of what year it is, Wake Forest is going to play great defense, and they're very aggressive. They're extremely sound. They're very well coached. They make it difficult to run. They make it difficult to throw the ball. They're giving up 12 points a game. We're extremely impressed, and they have our full attention, and looking forward to a great battle.
Coach, how do you attack a team that allows 80 rushing yards per game?
Yeah, we got to find a way, but they make it very hard. They're going to load the box and make it it's tough to stop the run. So, again, they've always hung their hat on that, and that'll be a great challenge for our linemen and our backs and our tight ends and receivers to find a way to run the ball.
Ricky had a big year last year, and it's kind of disappeared this year. How do you get him more involved in the offense?
I just think it's not a matter of targets or disappeared. It's just a matter of where you're at when the play's called. Sometimes you're in the right spot at the right time, sometimes you're not. And that's when you play fast, when you spread the field, and our outside guys do not change sides. And that sort of happens. So, he's not doing anything wrong, and we're not calling anything trying to not throw him the ball. It's just sort of how it's worked out so far.
After a bye week, when you get a chance to really go back and dive in the first couple games, what were maybe 2 or 3 things you looked at and said, okay, these things got to get better as we get closer to Big Ten play?
Yeah, well, we got to be better on third down. We're not where we want to be right now. We need better conversions, and we really need better conversions in the score zone. A couple of times this year we really hurt ourselves just with self-inflicted wounds or silly penalties that have stopped drives for us and kept us from scoring touchdowns. So I would say those 2 things right now are number 1.
I'm kind of curious about backup quarterback. Do you have a dedicated number 2 guy, or is it kind of situational?
Yeah, right now it's Alexander Diamont, Danny Cameron. Both those guys are working in. We're trying to increase Austin King's reps as well. So I don't know if I have an exact answer for you. I guess maybe it's best to say situational. All 3 are competing. All 3 are doing well. We're really trying to see of those guys someone to separate themselves. But all 3 we feel really good about.
Okay.
At this point in time, do you think Dan Feeney plays? Do you think he doesn't play?
I haven't heard much about the official word, and I know Coach Wilson kind of handles all those injury report questions. So right now I don't know.
Okay. Is it a big deal? I know he's good, but
Again, I know Coach Wilson handles those because I don't know. I know Coach Wilson gets all that information.
Okay.
How much of a luxury was it to have Jacob Bailey, a guy who's started and played and been here for 5 years, be able to just slide right in?
Yeah, right, and such a great team player. He's always got a great attitude, comes to work every single day, provides outstanding leadership. And this football team, this football season, that's important to Jacob, and he wants to do well, like a lot of our guys do. But for sure, I was excited to see him step in and do well.
Have you guys put maybe more responsibility on Wes Martin, having 2 young guys rotating into his line?
Yeah, we expect a lot from him, because he's not a young guy anymore, and he's played a lot of football, and he's a very strong kid, and we need him to play strong and physical, which he's very capable of doing. But, all those guys, those O-linemen up front, Coach Fry gets them ready to go. And when one guy goes down, the next guy steps up. And with Wes, he's played plenty of football, so we need him to play at a high level.
When you talk about the strongest guy on the team, strongest guy on the offense, where's Wes in that conversation?
Oh, I think he would be the strongest guy on the offense. He's a big, strong kid and can bench press a lot of weight. Now the deal is to